Welcome back. This is Kimberly from stampingbysea.com. I just want to show you a couple of tips on this page that you may want to try. One is making this banner, and I want to show you how quickly you can make this by using a punch. That is really fun. So I came up here to my punches, and I came over here to my labels, and let me see if I can find it really quick. There it is. It's called the Kisses punch. And so I hit OK, apply. And for this, I just wanted a piece of it. So let me just pull it off the page a little bit. And I made it bigger and then filled it with the color. Actually, I filled it with paper, but I'm going to fill it with color just to make it a little bit faster. All right, you're going to come over here to your crop tool. And what I did was I just cropped it right down the center. Make sure it's pulled all the way over and hit OK. So now this you can mat it and then make it a little bit smaller. Whoops, not like that. How about we grab it down here? There we go. And you'll see this is what I did. I just made it very small, filled it with paper, matted it, and then put it on a string all the way across and made this a little banner. So that's trick number one. Trick number two, this is an antique brad that I actually recolored. So typically it's a brownish color. Let me just move this stamp brush so we can get to it. And I just came over here to my recolor tool and I made it a pool party, but you could make it any color. Now remember, some embellishments will color better than others, but I loved how that gave it almost a, that tarnished antique look. So let me put this back. All right, and over here my last one is, this ticket is a new embellishment from a kit I purchased. It's called On Holiday. Great kit, and I want to show you something really quick so you can see this. This is an awesome kit. Couple great things that are in here. Number one is this stick pen, and while I don't have it on this layout, I want to show you something really cool with it. When you get your stick pen, you can make it bigger. And again, come over here to that recolor tool, and that recolor tool, you can make this pin any color. I love making it black. You can make it purple. Again, some are going to recolor better than the others. Just remember that. But the greatest thing I loved was this big ticket right here. Now, the entire ticket did not really go with my layout, but I loved this bottom piece that says, "This place is amazing." And surely my dog thinks it's amazing. So what I did was I wanted to just kind of black this part out, but maybe just journal over it. So I just went over here to my punches and I created a square punch and hit apply. And then I just dragged that over, made it as long and as wide. I changed the color, and then I did some journaling. That simple. Now, let me talk about the journaling really quick. When I added my text box, a couple things I did for this. I wanted this little arrow, which is a stamp brush from that On Holiday kit. So what I did was the spacing on this font, because of the way the font is, I needed to change the line spacing. So by changing the line spacing, I could make the a little bit more space between each sentence. Okay. The other thing I wanted to do was change the alignment, and I made it flush to the right. That way it almost looks like it was perfectly lined up, so I could fit this piece here, the arrow, and these two staple pieces. Really, it was kind of done on a fluke, I'm not going to lie to you. But you'll see I can highlight this and I can change the spacing on how I want that. I loved it at this stage. Now watch when I hit the click. it looked like it was over this area, but it actually scrunched up a bit. I could actually change it a little bit more to a 7, but I like just the way it is because it's perfect. It looks like it's lined up and wrapped around these pieces when actually it's not. So those are my tips for today. Don't forget your stitching. You can crop that, make it a little bit bigger. Lots of great things you can do in My Digital Studio. I hope you enjoyed today's tips, and thanks. I'll see you again. Remember, this is Kimberly from StampItByTheSea.com.